What's up guys, Patrick here at Spartansuppz.com with a supplement review on Redcon 1 Total War pre-workout. This is a highly anticipated supplement review because this is a hot new brand making a big splash in the marketplace at the moment. It's from the creator of Blackstone Labs, Aaron Singerman, so you know that there's some good knowledge and some great experience and brought you some fantastic products such as Dustbeat 2 and etc, from the powerhouse of Blackstone Labs. So let's not mess about, let's jump in straight to the review on this here Redcon 1 Total War. On screen now you're going to see a nutritional information panel for this here Total War pre-workout. Each serve is going to get you 14.5 grams of active ingredients, and with a quick summation you'll find that there is 81% active ingredients. So this is a loaded, not only is it a loaded scoop in terms of the amount of the serving size, but there's a hell of a lot of ingredients in there as well. Everything is dosed very, very well, and we're going to break down each and every ingredient. Total War uses a fully transparent, or Redcon in general uses fully transparent labeling, so you can see exactly what's in every single serve. It makes it very easy to analyze the product and tell you if they're any good. So, kicking off with citrulline and malate at 6 grams or 6,000 milligrams. This is a huge dose. It's very uncommon to see such a big dose in a pre-workout supplement. You'll typically see maybe 1 to maybe 3 grams, but 6 grams is a huge dose. It's the full clinical dose. And citrulline and malate helps with oxygenating blood cells. It raises the production of arginine, which widens the blood vessels to deliver more blood to the muscles, and it also helps with muscular endurance. So you'll be able to get, the studies on citrulline and malate showed that participants in the study got up to 50% more repetitions at a given weight when taking a sufficient dose, 6 grams of citrulline and malate. So that means you can do more damage. It also had some data to show that it also reduced DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness, so it almost sort of aids in the recovery process a little bit as well. Citrulline is definitely hands down one of the best performance boosting ingredients around, and it's also fantastic for pumps as well. Moving along to beta-alanine, 3.2 grams. This is almost like an absolute staple, a must-have in any pre-workout supplement. It delays and buffers the build-up of hydrogen ions or lactic acid. Lactic acid is a marker of fatigue, but it doesn't actually cause it. The hydrogen ions is what does it, and beta-alanine buffers that effect, so you can basically push yourself harder for longer. Again, this is the full clinical dose. It's the recommended amount for maximum results, and you're going to notice some excellent face tingles if you happen to get the tingles. And it's going to work very well, so you can push yourself harder for longer. There's also a really synergistic effect between the citrulline and the beta-alanine, so they complement each other very well. Moving along to agmatine sulfate, 1,000 milligrams or 1 gram. Agmatine is a very concentrated version, basically it's a decarboxylation of arginine. So what it helps to do is a super concentrated nitric oxide booster. Agmatine is much more concentrated, works much faster, and it's very effective at widening the blood vessels and shuttling more nutrients. It's also a neurotransmitter, so you get a nice sort of mild boost in mood as well, but it's going to help get the good things into the muscle and get the bad things out. So it's going to help to deliver more nutrients and more blood flow, more aminos and more of the other nutrients in the product, and also help to transport out some of the negative things like the hydrogen ions and lactate. It also works very well alongside citrulline and malate, so they too complement each other very well to deliver huge amounts of blood flow and disgusting muscle pumps. Next in the product formula is 1 gram or 1,000 milligrams of taurine. Taurine again is a sort of a staple in any good pre-workout. It's very good for endurance, and it also helps a lot with mental health, reducing anxiety and allowing you to push yourself sort of harder without the mental exertion as well. When taking higher amounts of stimulants, and this is definitely what I would class as a high stimulant product, it can create a lot of anxiety in the brain, which can sort of negatively impact upon performance. Taking taurine alongside of it helps to balance that out, so you get a nice, clean, focused, and channeled energy, so you can do what you need to do without the stress and paranoia that can set in as a result of taking high amounts of stimulants. Next up in the blend is 250 milligrams of caffeine anhydrous. Caffeine is, again, another staple. Caffeine anhydrous is very fast acting. It's the most common in any performance boosting strand of caffeine. Increased energy, decreased reaction times, increased sense of alertness. You're going to feel stimulated ready to go. It's going to be like something that you need to take pre-workout to get you energized. This is the main sort of like the meat of the meal when it comes to providing better energy and helping with central nervous system stimulation, getting your body ready to go. 250 megs is a good amount without being ridiculous. Moving right along to Araya Gerensis extract. This is a new type of stimulant that's very similar in terms of the way it works to dimethylamine or DMAA. It provides this very similar benefit. So you're going to find you get a very euphoric sort of energy, a nice feel-good effect. You feel happy and you feel like a nice, clean, channeled energy. You don't get that dirty stimulant feel. The advantage of this over DMAA, not as much crash. It isn't quite as strong, but it works very effectively and it works in the same amount. And on paper, it shouldn't get banned as well, being it is a naturally occurring extract. Next up in this stimulant blend is DMHA. Now this has been touted as the new DMAA, and that combined with the Araya Gerensis basically have a very similar effect. They provide a very euphoric, clean sense of energy. You're going to notice that you feel really good when you have it. You don't get it doesn't feel forced. You get a nice, clean, focused energy, and it's also going to help decrease the rate of perceived exertion. So it'll increase your pain tolerance so you can push yourself harder without fatiguing or without feeling yourself fatiguing. So you're going to be able to do more damage and exert more force. And those compounds of like less pain exertion, complemented by the increased work capacity from the citrulline and the beta-alanine, work very, very well. These stimulants, alongside the caffeine, provide a great, clean, focused energy without being too over the top either. So it's a nice channeled energy where you can get a lot done without being sort of overstimulated, because there is sort of like just taking more caffeine sort of has a bit of a glass ceiling where more is not really better. You just run into more side effects. Next up on the list is some theobroma. This is a naturally occurring form of natural caffeine. It comes from the cocoa extract. There's 50 milligrams of it in here. It's a good dose and it's going to provide you a bit more of a longer lasting energy, and it'll also help to balance you out so you don't crash after taking the product as well. Next up, 25 megs of hygenamine hydrochloride. Hygenamine is a stimulant in some parts of the body, a relaxant in others, and it's going to help with the peripheral nervous system stimulation and so on. It's also not a bad fat, it's very common in fat burners, and it's a good thermogenic compound. So you notice yourself you feel a little warmer when you train, and you get a nice sense of alertness as well. And the last ingredient here is 25 milligrams of bioperine. This is basically like a digestive enzyme for nutrients. So it's going to help you to break down, digest, and utilize those very well so that they're utilized to their maximum effect. This is an absolutely monstrous dose, and it's at 2 to 3 to 5 times what you typically see in other ingredients, in other pre-workouts, sorry. It's also a very expensive ingredient, so it's good to see that a very, very efficacious amount of this has been put in there, and it's going to help to make the other ingredients break down, absorb, and be utilized very effectively so you get the maximum results. So that's what's in it. It comes in 3 flavors. It comes in sour gummy, blue lemonade, and it comes in watermelon as well. So with the blue lemonade here, we're going to mix them up, show you what it mixes like, and do the Spartansuppz taste test. So I've got one of the new performance shakers with a little carry handle here, half full, about 20 ounces of water. No blendable, we don't do that. We make sure to give it a real test. So this is a scoop, it's quite big. It's dusted on me too. 1 scoop, 1 Neville scoop, 14.5 grams or 1 serve. It smells good. Alright, here we go. Alright, so you can see it mixes clear, opaque watercolor. There isn't any dyes in this, which I really like. Very simple. The scent is really good. It's mixed very well, especially considering the amount of actives. Let's try it out. The flavor is very good. It's not quite blue raspberry, it's blue lemonade, so it's like blue raspberry lemonade. And the flavor is really good. So far, everything I've tried all the flavors of Total War, they have all been really good. They're definitely on the sweeter side, but The flavors are excellent. They really nailed the flavor systems. I think like knowing the standard of Blackstone and the flavors being fantastic, I had a high expectation of Redcon in terms of the standard I would expect of something that comes from the mind of Aaron, and they've definitely lived up to those expectations. So flavor, definitely good. More importantly, let's move on to the effects, because that is the reason you're taking this here Total War. And flavor's all good and well, but you want to know what this does, how it works. First time taking this product was the best way to describe this is as an experience. You get such a clean, focused, euphoric energy, and you feel fantastic when you take it. You just feel like I first started using this while I was traveling on the Spartansuppz USA trip. Aaron was kind enough to hook me up with a bunch of Redcon products, and I trialed them while traveling. Now, minimal sleep, horrible schedule, lack of hydration, not eating particularly well, and the workouts on this were amazing. You had excellent energy, great focus, fantastic performance. The tingles kicked in straight away. You know the beta-alanine's just dosed really, very well. You had really good fuel to perform, good power and good muscular endurance, so you want to just keep pushing yourself, and the pumps were absolutely incredible. Aaron was actually telling me a story that he'd trained on this and his arms had never been that sore. Now, we were in a business meeting, and I was just having this deja vu moment, because the first time that I tried this, I trained arms at a LA Fitness in North Hollywood, and I had not a great work on paper, the recipe for a horrible workout. The gym was packed, it was much later than I'd anticipated training, and there was barely any equipment to use because everything was full. But for what I did the exercises and everything, just blitzed them, every one. Rest times were shorter, the workout performance was great, it was just completely in the zone and absorbed in the workout. Headphones went in, I didn't answer any messages, I didn't touch social media or anything, which I normally would completely during a workout. But the workout was fantastic. The pumps were actually painful. I actually felt like your arms were going to explode. Citrulline, when dosed correctly, is fantastic for pumps. That and the combination of agmatine worked really well. So I had great performance, great endurance, and amazing pumps as well. And the energy was extremely clean. I found I did not have any crash whatsoever with the Total War, and it was definitely one of the best, if not the best pre-workout that I had and still have ever tried. I was and am, I should say, suitably impressed with this product. I did expect big things of Redcon, and it's exceeded my high expectations. Very, very, very good pre-workout. The energy, the experience, it's a very euphoric sort of energy. It's hard to explain. It doesn't feel methy or druggy. You don't feel like you're forcing yourself to do better. You just feel like you're well nutritioned and you're getting a great fuel, a very clean, like premium fuel to train on, so you can push yourself harder for longer. There was no crash, there was a nice smooth transition back to your normal self. It didn't crush your appetite and had no trouble sleeping. And I've trained on this probably 15, 20 times now, and it has been consistent workouts. They've been consistently excellent workouts. The only thing that I found was sometimes the pumps were actually almost too much. If that's a complaint, that's about all I've got to complain about on this product, if you could call it that. So, suitably impressed with Redcon 1 Total War. That is pretty much wraps it up. It will be available soon in Australia. We are working on getting this here as soon as possible. I know you guys really want to see this product, I want to get your hands on it, and I want you to experience the Total War experience, because that truly is a pre-workout experience. It will retail for $69.95, 30 serves, making it $2.33 a serve. And I think when you break down what's actually in it, as you've seen here today, you will see that the value for money is really quite good when they factor in the amount of active ingredients. And this is really a 1 scoop maximum type product. I'd actually recommend starting out with half a scoop because it is pretty potent. So it will be available very soon at Spartansuppz.com. It'll be free shipping over $100 anywhere in Australia and $9.95 shipping anywhere in the world. So if you're not from Australia and you want to try this product, hit us up and you'll be able to get your hands on it. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this review of Redcon 1 Total War, be sure to hit the like button down below, drop a comment with your feedback, and remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date with all the latest content, including more reviews of Redcon 1 products. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. I'm Patrick from Spartansuppz.com, and I'm out.